Hello everybody, my name is Matt. I run the channel. People have asked for this video for me to get on and talk about the machine, so um, I am not a professional laundry person. I don't fix appliances. I don't do anything like that. I do like washing machines, and I started this channel because um, when I was researching buying a new washing machine, um, I could not find anything specifically on this model. And I was watching several videos from several different other models that I was looking into to kind of see how they wash. Because as we all know, things are not made like they used to be. I grew up with a Kenmore. I think it was like a 800 series or something like that. And it was amazing. Around 2012-ish, my family upgraded to a newer Kenmore, and it was garbage. We really didn't know what we had until it was gone. From this washing machine, I had an LG front loader, and it was okay. I had it for about 5 years. The only reason why I upgraded, well, there's two reasons. One, I wanted something bigger because the LG was advertised as something that you could wash queen size bedding in. But I was having problems with the spin cycle depending on what brand of comforter I was trying to wash and how heavy it was and all of that. So this model specifically has 5.3 cubic feet, so it's very, very big. You can fit a lot. But I think a lot of people don't realize you really can't fill these newer washing machines with a lot because it will backfire on you. Other reason why I switched is because I pulled my back a couple times. Just kind of embarrassing, but moving the clothes from the front loader to the dryer, I injured myself a couple times. So, I wanted to kind of go back to the top loader. Also wanted, to find something that uses a little bit more water. This machine, if you do bulky items high fill, it will fill up to about right here. No matter, how much clothes you put in it. I try not to fill up past this point with clothes at the maximum anyway, just because, overfilling these newer machines just leads to problems. Um, let's see. For what it is, it's not bad. I don't hate it. I don't love it. I've had it for 9 months. I definitely like it more than the front loader that I did have. Um, I haven't had any issues. There's been a couple times where I've had some problems with the spin cycle and it stopped. Like if I've done my robe with towels, there's been a couple times where I've had to kind of run a drain and spin. Um, but otherwise, it's okay, I guess. I don't really know what else to say. I think. Oh, one thing that I like too is extra rinse on this. You definitely. I like to do extra rinse because if you do any cycle that's not the bulky items, it will wash your clothes, but then on the way it rinses it is it'll just spin and pour water or squirt water on it, so it doesn't really you know saturate the clothes again and do like another spin. I do like that more. Um, this one, there's not a lot of fancy computer stuff. I mean, I'm sure there's some kind of motherboard in there, but there's no screen that you have to worry about breaking. I think, sometimes less is more. The electronic screens are always bound to break. Um, Stuff like that. So, um, yeah, I mean, for what it is, it's okay. It does. I think that sometimes less is actually more with this washer. Like, for example, with towels, it will bloom pretty well with just like the regular setting, which you know, doesn't use a whole ton of water. Even though you put high fill, it's not really high fill, it's just extra water. But it'll still bloom pretty well, and I think if there's a lot of clothes and you do a bulky items high fill, I don't think that it circulates as well as it does with, you know, the other settings on the quote unquote high fill. So, you know, I don't know. My next washing machine will definitely be a Speed Queen. I think, you know, part of the problem with these newer washers and dryers is consumers keep buying them, and obviously the majority of them are a piece of junk, and the companies keep getting away with selling us subpar stuff that doesn't use a lot of water. I think if we all went out and bought Speed Queens tomorrow, you know, maybe they would, you know, build things to last. And I don't know. I've heard things about Speed Queens too. So, you know, I don't really know the method behind all the madness, but, you know, for this machine, I'm hoping to get at least 5 or 10 years out of it. Won't be surprised if some kind of repair comes along in a couple years or another year and a half or so. Oh, you know, I did forget to mention this does have the removable agitator. Don't know if that's a gimmick or not. I usually use it with the agitator for obvious reasons. Whoops. But, you know, every once in a while I'll take it out. Mostly in the videos, it's for demonstration purposes. But yeah, I mean, that's really my thoughts. It is kind of noisy too, but I don't care too much. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments. Like I said, I'm not an expert on washing machines. I just like them. It's just one of my weird quirks, I guess. And I am a weird person because I actually enjoy doing laundry too. So, but you know, the days of having a old Kenmore that actually, you know, circulated your clothes and you could watch them go from the top to the bottom continuously. I don't know that there's a washer out that actually does that anymore. If you have a washing machine that you've had for 20, 25 years, 30 years, and it works fine, do not get rid of it. If you can fix it, fix it. Especially if you like those kind of washes, because these new ones just don't have it anymore. If for whatever reason you do have to replace, you know, go with Speed Queen or some kind of commercial washing machine. My parents have a Speed Queen. They love it. It's the closest thing to what you could get back in the day at this point. But anyway, people have been asking for this in the comments, so, you know, here's a voice with the maker of the videos. These are some of my thoughts on the machine. Again, if you have any questions, just feel free to ask, and I'll keep uploading videos and just doing random stuff. So thanks for watching, and have a nice day. See ya.